Welcome to your daily dose of dopamine. My name is Robert, and I'm here with my dad, Dan, and we just watched the hero's journey of baseball together. Dad, how you doing?
I'm enjoying it.
He's what's that again, Dad?
I'm enjoying it.
You're enjoying it. What did you enjoy about the presentation?
It brought back a lot of memories of things we've done.
Yeah. What did you think of seeing your sister there at the end with her emotional take on everything she saw?
Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
And Linda is a sweetheart, isn't she? You know, we looked at 12 different films, Dad. Did any of those films resonate with you in particular?
Well, Field of Dreams did.
Yeah, talk to me about what the Field of Dreams means to you because I mean, obviously I've told my version of that story many times, but you tell me why is the Field of Dreams an important film to you? Try to look up into the camera if you can. We'll hear you better.
Yeah, that line from John Sebastian. All my faces
Sorry,
somebody
yeah.
new.
Yeah, look forward if you can. The microphone will work better if you look forward. Yeah, there you go.
John Sebastian. So, it was, all my faces somebody new on the line.
I didn't quite catch that. Can
For
you
a
say
day,
that?
for a day, day for a daydream.
Okay.
All my faces somebody new on the line.
Did you say a new oil glove? Is that what I heard?
With all my faces somebody new on the line.
You fall on your face, and what was the second part?
In somebody's new mowed lawn.
Somebody didn't mow the lawn. Is that what I heard?
Oh, for a day for a daydreamer. Custom made for a daydreaming boy.
Oh, you're doing the song lyrics, aren't you? What a day for a daydream. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So is that nostalgic to you for some reason? When you hear that, does that sound like a baseball type of thing for you?
Well, the one line, falling in the face of somebody new mowed lawn.
Hmm.
That's that at every ball game you go to.
Yeah, yeah. When you talk about that, I mean, we are, 21 years past when we went on our initial Boys of Summer trip. What do you remember? What do you think and feel about going on that trip at this point?
Not more than I could do now.
It was a lot more than you could do now.
Yeah, I felt pretty strong.
Mhm. How do you feel about seeing yourself at that age versus what you feel now?
I had a lot of opportunity and I'm glad I used it.
A lot of opportunity and glad you used it. Me too. I think we were aware of that at that time. It was one of the reasons we took the trip was to make sure that we could do what we did when it was available to do. And part of that meant physically and mentally being able to make it possible, right?
Yeah, if I had $1 for every father who said he wished he'd do that with his son, I'd be a wealthy man.
Yeah. We did hear that quite often of the people who think what an amazing idea and I'm going to do that when and it seems I don't know, there's no way to really scientifically measure this, but more often than not people don't make that trip or they don't do it for whatever reason.
Yeah. And a lot of them wish they did. And no, it
Yeah,
was more.
a lot of them wish they did. And for all the difficulties we've gone through, of which there have been many, we know we always have that.
Yeah.
And I think the part that surprises me as I look at the whole body of it, Dad, is, it's not just about the one part. I mean, the first trip was amazing, and at that time, we thought we'd be done with Parkinson's in 10 years, right? We thought there'd be a cure.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and in 2014 came around, and life looked different and we had to get on that journey of acceptance to saying, oh crap, it looks like we're going to have to stick with this thing, you know? And and I guess the upshot of that was, well, what can we focus on? And one of the things we did that I'm very proud of was, we brought the kids into the fold.
Yeah.
You got to spend some great time with Giuseppe and Francesca as little ones.
Yeah.
And, when I see that culminate in Giuseppe throwing you the first pitch there at the Coliseum, that still just gives me chills every single time.
Yeah.
I mean, we really did that.
Yeah, it really did.
We've all experienced a first pitch, and well, you and Giuseppe were very successful.
Yeah.
I had a different experience, but I was there.
Yeah.
What do you think is important about laughter in this journey? Because we did a lot of laughing and we still do a lot of laughing. Do you find the value in that? Do you find things to laugh at still?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it make you happy when you see images of us laughing when silly things happen, like you try to spit a sunflower seed and it got caught on your chin? Yeah, that laughter, I think, brings us through a lot. And, there's also a feeling of awe when things are bigger than us, right? Remember the feeling of stepping onto the field of dreams in Dyersville, Iowa? It almost didn't seem real when we first got there, huh?
Yeah.
Do you remember? I mean, we were talking to Don, the owner. Do you remember anything in particular about what it was like when we first got there and what you thought and felt?
Well, very real.
Yeah,
All right there in front of us.
yeah. There's an idea when you see a movie, especially one as moving as the Field of Dreams, and maybe you see it on the big screen and it becomes larger than life. Like you say, that it isn't real. You're like, well, that was nice, but it was a movie. And then when you go and it looks just like it did in the movie, and you're actually there, and we got to walk in the corn, for instance, we got to have a catch out in right field. Well, shoot, years later, we got to sleep in the house.
Yeah.
It's very real, isn't it?
Very real.
Well, Dad, I'm really glad that you said yes to all of this and that you continue to do so. There's more stories to tell.
Yeah.
People don't know everything we've done yet. Dad, thanks for being here for the hero's journey of baseball.
Now I make it.
What's that?
Now I make it.
I'm glad you can make it too. I love you.
I love you too.
All right. See you on the next Daily Dose.
All right.